Warning, the video about these hate videos is starting up. I was talking on the please not watch this video, and I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded since. I am making myself an Among Us special part 2. And, yeah, basically, yeah. But for the rest of my audience who are over on the tip of the scale, which is me included, well, enjoy the video. Hey guys, Special Production here, and, yeah. With the holiday season coming around the corner as I'm time of recording this, though it's in October, and yeah, I decided that why not? I haven't uploaded since like in 2 weeks because of the Among Us special. And, well, basically, I should get all the masks and props I got. And yes, I will be having all the costumes I got as of now. And showcase you on which ones is the best, the worst, and the ones that is really weak of ones I should probably just damage rating and probably grow out the way. My voice died. Let's get to the ones, shall we? I guess I could probably get the weapons in a little way first though, and I only have like 3. Yeah, sucks. And this one kind of seemed like the one that kind of started all with also for notion fact that did get into the Fun World Halloween 07 mask. It's again the Fun World Halloween 07 knife to be exact. However, the one thing to consider though is that the handle is brown in the movie. But everything else is actually spot on though, except for the flimsy material that they use, not like foam. The one thing though is on the blade area, not the blade area, but I guess the top half of the knife is actually like a realistic knife, and not this. And yeah, that's basically it. I think I could try to repaint the mask to have more of a silver tone, cause well, basically having this, yeah, it doesn't look pretty. And yeah, I know I could just get myself another one. I just had the camera now. What I was supposed to say was that maybe I could get myself another one and repaint that one, but I don't really know. And so the next one I have here is Halloween 2 from the 81 version, or what Trick Studios is calling this one. Yeah, it is made by Trick Studios. The first movie, Knife. I mean, to be fair though, I guess the reason why they call it is because the first one's knife is like shiny and this one's like foamy. So I guess it works, I don't know. And, yeah, I can actually see on why people mostly do prefer this knife, but to be fair though, Trick Studios did made themselves a 70 and 18 knife, so I really wouldn't assume that you would do it. And besides a Lamson knife, including like with the Titch 8-inch knife, is pretty hard to find. I mean, the 8-inch knife you could normally find, but Lamson, I don't know if it's really called that one, yeah, very much hard to find. So, go with your best way with your Tots, and yeah. I'm the one who can play with Tots is 18. I don't have that then now, for Christ's sakes. Is that the little buttons, or I don't know what you call these things. They aren't like really like that. I mean, they are there, just that doesn't feel like the realistic material. I just forgot what I was about to say. And yeah. Again, I'm gonna have to repaint this one because foam silver is the worst, man. It turns black immediately and just isn't great so much. And the final prop I have before, everything else before more knives is this machete. Got the thing at Spirit Halloween. And to be fair though, it does do the trick. I mean, I did repaint it most. And I still gotta do a coating of it, because with that, got the scratches and then the good old ketchup. But I think it's a very decent enough machete though. Still got the like foam layer, but it can be passed up by any times in the mean though. But yeah, used for any Jason one to be exact. However, though it does have the reboot little whatchamacalls, the tape. So I guess you could really just ignore it because you'd be holding like this. I mean, you could probably paint those things over though. So yeah, and that is the end of the I guess weapons. I guess I don't know. So I have to move this mask later for the props itself, and we move on to the cheap ones. And I guess you could call these things cheap masks. I mean, I only have like 4 of them, so at the very most, I do have something to very most. I guess we'll start with the one that really isn't that much weathered. I mean, it kind of is, though. It's the USA mask. Yeah, I had another one of this, completely weathered to the point where it broke off immediately. And, this was always more of a backup for how brand new it was. I mean, it's still shiny, though. And, yeah. Still good enough, though. And most of the masks that you can find right here, which is the black mask, which is not the weathered like that, or the Blood Tears mask, are all from Riot City for like $4. So you can probably get all those ones, but easily cheaper enough though. And let me put on the USA mask to begin with. I really am losing my voice here, so yeah. I don't know if you can hear me from the mask here though, but as you can see from the post over here, I do have it on, and here how it looks. It does work if you want to try to be like a American slasher. It works, but meh. We do a lot better with it though, so yeah. Next up, I know this isn't the one before the Blood Tears one, but this is a cheaply hockey mask. I mean, for what it's worth though, it does kind of look like Jason though. I mean, it's white from part 7 and 9 to be exact. But it just doesn't look like the tone of Jason to be exact. These straps do not work. These are the flimsiest straps ever. Not going to clown mask flippers though. And overall, when you have two good masks and then a cheap one, you really just don't look right in between the crowd though. However, I tried to weather the mask a bit. The whole entire stickers or whatever the heck they use on this mask, it just does not work, man. It just does not even work the slightest. In fact, there's not even no nose hook. That's the main flaw. What it does do is decent enough job though if you want to have black silver, just touch the red or blue to be exact though. So, I guess it works. I don't know. This mask is like extremely tight on the head though if you're the tall and the level I am though. And I mean it works. Like a molten mask, I'm saying though. I mean this one really doesn't work though. I mean you could convert cheap ones into the really good ones. But I'm just saying though, it does not work the greatest. Next up we got is Blood Tears, and this is more or less the recent one, not including the hockey mask itself though. Not gonna lie though, I actually like how this one works. It's just a plain white mask just with blood tears. And that's a little favor that I always like about it. And also for one reason, this thing has a less like, strong holding compared to the USA one. Well, I didn't compare to the black one, but that one's completely torn up, so yeah. Pretty on itself though, you can actually do a lot more with it than how I did it. I mean, I just added marker to the thing. Yeah, that's basically it. But the one that you've been waiting for the most, the one that made the face, I know it's just called Black Mask in general, but I like to call it, for my own weathering purposes, the Killer Mask. Basically what I did there was give myself a black ordinary mask and just basically do whatever the wanted heck I wanted to do with it. Not gonna lie though, it does really work compared to the big ones, but it fits the bill by a completely lot though. I mean, with some mask, you can actually make a pretty good scare out of though, and with good enough lighting, it does feel scary though. I have one complaint though that I have that I didn't know for a fact is this thing's completely flimsy and does not really fit my. I mean, it fits my head pretty well though. It's just that it's flimsy, so yeah. Putting it on itself, it works. I mean, it only keeps on dragging like this though, and I keep trying to do it like that. Meh, it works out the best. But again, the one you've been waiting for the most is the horror movie ones. Yeah, that's basically it. I guess the real last one is to actually do the clown mask from Halloween. Yes, I am saying Halloween, and you may be thinking which one? 78. I always have a tendency whenever there's like a movie in the franchise that has a second one, I just call the first one the specific name, and then the other ones the other names. Okay, don't get hate over me. And this is the clown mask, and yeah, this thing's completely torn up. It's not really torn up, it's just been like rolled a bunch though, so yeah. Also, I don't know if it is clear though, I think the mask itself was made out of rubber though, because it actually like was like flippy a little bit heck. And this one's like hard plastic. Now that ain't movie accurate though, but at the very least it is actually accurate to the movie itself though. Let me just put it on just in case. Oh, what I complain do have with this mask, I mean it's from the original what you expect from it, is that you can actually see the mouth. But I'm trying to hide my face so nobody can actually see it though. So it works, okay? Now actually, it works out the best to be exact though. However, for one reason or another, my nose kind of feels weird in it though, whenever I talk. So yeah, it doesn't work out with the nose, but it works out with everything, but though. Voice is weird though, but that can be changed later down the line though. Now the big one of the bunch though is the Tots, or Trick or Treaters if you want to pronounce it that. It's Halloween! Yeah, you know what that means though. Michael Myers Mask. It's the first edition. And you may be wondering why it's like it's not really the first edition, I got that thing like in November, like a month after the premiere of the movie. And the reason why I'm saying it is because there's no little. Let me just turn the mask a little bit. Let me just get down to my knees. There we go. Is that there's no little little outline in the ear. Later versions of this mask would have the outline though, but for ones before, like when people actually noticed though, yeah, it was basically just that. Yeah. How the one weird reason that my mask was a defect where neck piece right here is always this, and I've been trying to fix it. Overall, it's a pretty good mask, aside from the paint issues. What the heck is this? It looks like green compared to like the dark and white. I also noticed that his mouth is kind of like flimsy. It's not really flimsy, it's just that it tends to always open a bunch. I mean, if you're trying to go for Halloween Kills mask, then sure, that could work. And his head, I mean, it works, again, but just not ideal in the slightest, and that the pin wound isn't very opened, although I decided to open it itself. You can see my finger right there. And yeah, I do not really want to customize this one to make it more or less movie accurate though. I'm trying to, I mean, I do see it though, it's just that it's not very good condition of like the mask. They could be squished, they could be off. Yeah. Trying to find a good enough mask I could actually repaint to what the liking I like it to be. And yes, I am gonna wear this one, so hold on that one. Yes, I am using a foam head so I can put the mask in there, and I did customize it for my liking. This is good enough though. I don't know if you can hear me over the mask though, but putting it on the shelf. I mean, you can see all the green spots though, but they're awesome white spots. And it does, for me, it's just a very tight space after like, what, 2 years of having this mask. It does work for me though. It's a very good mask though. Paint issues could be side though, good lighting, magic good though. I mean, with Tart's mask, they kind of have the weirdest colors though. And for Christ's sake though, the 2018 Ludemask has the actual lighting of how it's supposed to be. That's how awful it is though. And this has like $10 plus. What the heck happened here? Oh, so if you are wondering what number this is though, I mean if you could see it, it's 1774. If this camera could focus, for Christ's sakes, it focused earlier. No, I can't. Meh. I think it's actually doing it now. It's near the ears, so I mean you can hear it loud and proud though. Moving off to a max, then we guys have a glove right here, and it's the NECA Nightmare on Elm Street. I could be every movie you want though. I call it NECA's original, which is a combination between the first movie, second, and I guess third. I don't know. The reason why I say it is because it has the like little chain over here. There was a little misplaced at the nail, which was like glued back on from 2, and basically just looking like 3. I mean, they did release themselves a 3 glove. I mean, they made like 4 gloves. They made this one, 3, Reboot, and then FAJ. But also the hockey mask too, so, yeah. However, it is saying it's the first movie, however, I can't really find it due to the fact that this glow, long-time melting thing in the first movie is red. Yeah, I think they might have to do something about that though. I haven't got myself a TOTS glove so I could prove it though. I mean, those things are way too expensive for my liking though, so, yeah. Alright though, so I'm holding this with my left hand because it's the righty though. So there's the logo itself, there's the markings, and here's the glove itself. Not gonna lie though, it is more freely now due to the fact that I had this thing for like a year now. The pinky finger does not want to work. But you could get yourself in good angles of this glove here. I was about to say mask. I mean, for only like 80 bucks, this thing actually does do the trick though. Yeah, pricing is a thing here, you know that? So, yeah. Alright, after taking care of that glove, next is my Jason masks, which I only have 3, now including a cheap one. And it is the NECA Friday, I think, part 4, the final chapter. Restocked version of it, hockey mask. Now, I mainly base this off of the one where it actually feels like it's more accurate though. Having much more weathering, yet the chevron's still there though. And basically just, well, actually doing it like the one with it though. Now, basically, they're trying to still keep it on how the heck the movie was tended to. And, yeah. Also, a note for fact, this is a restock. I didn't know that back when I got this thing back, like, last year. Yeah. This thing was released back in, like, in 2019, though. Part 3 and Part 5's mask were released this year. In 2020, you know, the year. And, yeah. I actually do like how it actually keeps the structure. I mean, it ain't the right color though. This is not the right color. So on the figure that which yes, it is the ultimate one before restocks. It does have yellow, or whatever the heck yellow color you like to prefer though. Well, this one's like a weird like brown yellow if I do call. So ain't that accurate though, but the very most it does fit me. Let me show you. Again, I don't know if you can hear me from over the mask though, and here it looks. Actually does look pretty good on me. I'm not even joking though. You can see a little bit of the mouth though, but at most times you could barely even see a hot damn thing. Also, one thing to clear up right on now is that both Part 3, 4, and 5's mask have this like metal feel to them, and if you drop it on a hard floor, your mask is pretty much done for. But for like the eBay ones, which cost like $2, like $1.50, then I mean you could customize whatever you want with it though. The very most it won't break though, but for budgets like this, I mean you don't have the supplies though, then get this one and also this one too. And yeah, that's basically much it. Now as for the final prop I have, which I've shown you like a billion times, it's the Part 5 mask, which was won by Roy. And not gonna lie though, this thing's a heavy one compared to the last one though. Like I told you earlier though, if you drop this one, specifically this one, it break instantly. And not gonna lie though, I like how this one actually looks. Even though Part 5 ain't the greatest movies though, like how it's a simple looks. Because it's adding blue chevrons compared to the texture red. And also a note of fact, this thing actually does have a chevron missing right here. The lighting's actually looking good though. Because right around then, the top chevron would be here, but for some reason it's off. Yeah, also this thing's wide and also has smaller eye holes, so yeah. I mean, probably could try to convert this thing into a Part 6, but then there's no chevron, little holes, I guess, the thing here. My dog's barking for one reason or another, though. And also, for one reason or another, the whole entire inside just feels the weirdest. Not even joking, though. And the strap is actually moving accurate, though. And, yeah. I mean, it's wide, but at the very most, it looks movie accurate. I don't think I ever do more lettering on the mask itself, though. I mean, it looks pretty good enough. However, I think for when the blue smudges are here, I think I might add more to it. Because it just doesn't look right. Most areas like, what the heck happened here? Like, seriously. Oh my goodness. And yeah. Also, one clear thing to mess up though is that either all the ones that they re-released this last year from Part 4 to re-releasing this year, which is Part 3 and 5, be warned, because if you wear way too much though, you'll experience some like sweat issues in here. Like literally though, there's hair on the sticker. Just to clear right about them though, just don't wear that much. I mean, these things look good on it, but you probably freak some people out. And yeah. I forgot really to cut that out though. I was about to say I was about to wear the mask. Sorry about that one. Alright, I already put on the mask and... I mean, my hair don't look good though, because it's kind of the long area though, but... I have myself a hood for the Jason masks, like Part 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, they haven't released the other ones yet. I now use like a titular 2019 mask, which is not the greatest of ones. Then yeah, it works out the greatest. Yeah. The one thing to say though is that you better not have it on, because these straps might bend off and possibly break though, so be one of that though. So yeah, it works out the greatest though. And yeah. You know, also, I do remember that I said this earlier though, is that I do have myself some Halloween costumes. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I do have the 2018. Let me just bring this one out. Let me just put this one over here. Let me just move this over here. I just had this one out for now. Let me just remove all the stuff that was under it. So here's my 2018 one. I don't know if I really could consider it though, because I've already basically missed this one half to death though. But for now, before I got myself a legitimately accurate 2018 mask, which is like a charcoal blue, and you know, instead the camera showing it looking like more like a bright blue or like a green, this one will do me just fine though. And yes, the undershirt is a Michaels blue shirt, dark blue. If you want to be curious though, it is lighter from the figure right there. But if you're going basics here, it does work with that though. And having 2018 mask with the 2018 knife, and about the good old 2018 boots, and a good 2018 mask to begin with. This thing good as ever with it though. Here's this one you may be saying, what the heck is this? Whoa, my friends, this is supposed to be the part 5 one. And you may think it's supposed to be blue, but turns out it is actually green. Well, some shots of it, I don't know. And for one reason on the camera though, it looks more or less movie accurate, while on real though it isn't. But the actual one looks more or less like blue compared to green, and sometimes it's green compared to blue, so I don't know. What's the guys? Although I did add some weathering to it because I don't want it to be clean or whatever the heck. I have to go chainsaw mark, which might be longer than ever. And surprisingly, though, it did add a weathering where Nunkin made a mistake to it. So, yeah. There you go. Also, again, though, the camera really doesn't want to focus here. The Nunkin did make a mistake for the part 5 mask over here. See, so there's a little hole here that's missing, and then there's a hole right here. And surprisingly, the Nunkin, I mean, they use the same sculptor, and they just had to repaint it differently, though. They actually kept the holes here. I mean, it would have been nice if they would have had, like, at least some copies with missing hole, though. To actually give fans more of a tendency to actually try to find the one with the missing hole and try to spot the one that has the hole. But for now, it actually has the hole, so I don't know how the heck we're going to convert that into no hole, though, but still. And that is it. All the stuff I have as at the time recording this, though. And yeah, I sure did pack myself a bunch when it came to it down. I mean, for Christ's sakes, my first horror game to ever get introduced to was not Michael Myers. I mean, maybe it was, but Chucky. The only thing I ever got was out of it was a costume, though, but no doll, no $500 one to be exact, though. Which is the weirdest stuff, but I think the knife continues as it, though. It was awesome. And so, like, share, comment, notifications. If you're using the mobile version of YouTube, though, go into the settings, put it on all or personal. If you don't do that, though, then, you know where it's gonna go to. Basically, trying to get all the Nightmare on Elm Street gloves by Tots, and that thing's gonna be a challenging thing to begin with. Or the very much try to find yourself good-looking masks that are the movies, like Round 4 out of 5, which are the ones I have. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, I might be thinking about making myself an Among Us 2. I don't know, man. Just saying. I mean, that thing's becoming popular, okay? Bye.